Hey, buddy. How you doing? What are you up to? You living life? Liking it? You loving it? What are you doing that you like? Call me. Text me. Comment below. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing what you want to do with your shit. I just realized how much I want to go travel right now. And, I mean, obviously can't, but making moves, you know what I mean? Set it up. Yo, we got some great jazz. It's New Orleans brass. Mostly he's sung about gumbo so far. Shrimp gumbo. There it is. Love it. I picked out the book for us. I hope you don't mind. I just went ahead and did that. The Frog Prince by the Brothers Grimm. So let's get into it. One sunny day, a beautiful princess. Ooh, a princess. That's when a prince is a lady. Went for a walk in the woods. After a time, she came upon a cool well and said, "Hey, you're swell," and sat down beside it to rest. Then, to amuse herself, she began tossing a golden ball in the air and catching it. She just has a golden ball with her, you know? As most princesses would. How do you... I guess gold's pretty malleable. Ball... man. Cool. I want a gold ball. This golden ball was the princess's favorite toy. And I doubt it. And she often passed her time happily playing this game. Throw a ball in the air, catch ball, repeat. Sometimes she caught it with her face. Sometimes one eye, sometimes both. Sometimes right in her mouth. Sometimes just the tip of her chin. Sometimes she liked to put it on a chain and throw it over her shoulder while she was capping a foe. The princess tossed the ball higher and higher in the air. Finally, she tossed it so high that when it came down again, it bounced off her hands. It rolled away and fell into the well with a loud splash. The princess sprang to her feet and peered down the well to look for her ball. I've peered down a well looking for my ball before. But the well was very deep, so deep she could not see to the bottom. Bad eyesight. Get LASIK. The princess began to cry. "How I wish I could get my golden ball back." She sobbed. "I'm sure I will never have another one like it," laughed the boy. The more she thought about her ball, the harder she cried. The harder she bawled, the baller she cried. And the harder she cried, the louder her sobs grew. Yes. Waxing poetic. Suddenly a voice called out to her. "Princess! Why are you crying so?" The princess lifted her head and looked around to see who was speaking. But all she saw was a large, ugly frog sitting beside the well. Judgmental. "Princess, please tell me why you're crying," the frog demanded of her. "Oh!" shrieked the princess. She was a little surprised, for she did not know frogs could talk. "It's only you speaking, old frog. It's no good telling you about it, since you can't possibly help me. You're only an amphibious creature. Why would I assume that you could swim down to the bottom and fetch my ball? I've lost my beautiful golden ball down the well, and I'm sure I shall never get it back again." Yes, you're talking to one of the few creatures who could 100% probably help you. With that, the princess began to cry even more bitterly than before. "Please stop crying, princess," laughed the frog. "I can get your ball back for you, but what will you give me in return? A juicy snail?" "Well," said the princess, drying her tears on a much smaller golden ball, or a golden rag, perhaps. Probably a golden rag. "I love gold. I will give you my fine silk scarf, or my pearl necklace." Oh, shit, I ran out of that when I ran out of my gold balls. "Or my diamond earrings, or even my ruby and emerald crown." I want one of those. "You may have whatever you like, dear frog, only please get me my golden ball." You're willing to give up all that for a golden ball? You can just make another golden ball? I don't know. The frog replied that he had no use for the princess's clothes or jewels or anything else that belonged to her, including your gold ball. So, suck it. "I ask only this, dear princess," pointed the frog, "that you will let me be your friend and live with you a while. I wish to eat with you from your little golden plate and sleep beside you in your little golden bed. If you promise all this, then I will get your golden ball back for you." Then I will become a golden frog. Oh, yes, golden boy, frog. How can a frog who swims in a well and croaks all day possibly come and live with me? In my goldness. You're not even made of gold. You can't touch me. The princess thought to herself, the frog is just being silly. Silly frog. You're so silly. You talking frog, you silly dumb fuck. Stupid dumb talking frog, you fucking stupid. Silly boy. Everyone knows frogs don't eat from plates or sleep in real beds or talk. So the princess said to the frog, I'll promise whatever you like. Only please bring back my golden ball. Liar! She's a lying bitch. At that, the frog jumped into the well and swam deep into the cool water. I want to see this frog tote a big old gold ball over his head. It's bigger than he is. When he came up, he had the ball in his mouth. Bull frog. He climbed out of the well. I call bullfrog on that. That's a big frog. Big ass frog. He climbed out of the well and dropped the ball at the princess's feet. My ball! She cried happily. My gold ball! And she picked up the beautiful golden ball and went running off without even saying thank you to the frog. What a bitch. Wait for me! Croaked El Bull. That's what I'm calling him now. El Bull. Bullfrog. He croaked, hopping after her. You promised you would take me with you. I am too small to keep up with your big, fat princess legs. Wait! But the princess did not wait. Instead, she ran home and quickly forgot all about the wet, ugly frog. Forget about your lies and your transgressions? The next day, as the princess sat down to dinner with the king and the rest of the court, she heard a strange noise outside. Flip-flap, 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 it went, as if someone were flopping up the palace steps. Huh. I wonder who might make a floppy noise. Might it be Sir Flops-a-Lot? Might it be Le El Bull? Then there came a soft knocking at the door, and a voice implored, Open the door, princess dear. Your true friend is waiting here. Remember what you promised me by the cool well water deep. I don't like the run. Yeah. The princess got up and ran to the open door. She was most surprised to see the frog sitting on the doorstep, and she blushed. She slammed the door and ran back to the table and sat down. The king looked curiously at his daughter. You seem flushed, he said to her, who was at the door. A horrible witch? Or a wicked dragon? Or a mean giant? Why are those your three expectations? I mean, I get that she didn't like seeing what it was, but like you're just sitting there, like not even knife in hand. You're not even fork and knife. You're probably spoon in hand, and that's your answer. Is like what? Dragon? What's that? A witch? I don't give a fuck. Go deal with them. Don't bring them. Quit bring your weird witch friends around here. That's so nonchalant to be like a witch, a dragon, a mean giant. Yeah, that's why I got up, checked the door, shut it, and then just like casually strolled back here, sat down, kept eating my dinner. The princess sighed. Oh no, father. Of course not, she said. No one's so cool. Please, come on. It was only a stupid, nasty frog. You see, I was playing with my golden ball in the woods yesterday when it fell down a deep well. Also, why do you go to the deep woods to play with your golden ball? Seems like a, you don't see Serena Williams playing in a parking lot, do you? Anyways, it fell down the deep well. The frog said he'd get the ball back for me if I promised to be his friend. Ugh. And let him live here with me. You can't sit with us! So I did. I said it. I said he could do it. Father, I never thought he'd really come, but now he's here. He wants to be my friend, and I promised him I would, but he's gross and weird and silly, and he's a boy. He's definitely a boy, so I don't want that around. No sooner were these words out of the princess's mouth than the frog knocked the door again. I'll give it a little frog knock. Come on, he's a frog. He didn't fucking knock, did he? Then he called out, Open the door, princess dear. Your true friend is waiting here. Remember what you promised me by the cool well water deep. The princess clapped her hands over her ears so as not to hear the frog. I mean, yeah, it's not a great rhyme. I don't want to hear it again. The king looked sternly at her and said, "You gave your promise, and now you must keep your word. Go and let the frog in." Secretly a dragon. Yeah. The princess made a face. Probably one of those. "Yes, father." "Yes, father." "Yes, father," she said in a small voice. "Yes, father." And she went to the door and opened it. The frog hopped through the door and happily followed the princess to the table. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash went his green webbed feet. The princess did not like the frog one bit. She sat down again to eat her dinner, but just as she was lifting her golden fork, the frog called out, "Lift me up beside you. I want to eat, too." The princess pretended not to hear. Then the king said, "Go on, lift him up. Remember what you promised." "Yes, father," said the princess in a very small voice. "Yes, father." And she sat the frog beside her. The frog asked her to push her plate closer so he could eat from it, too. The princess did so, but it was plain that she was not happy about it. The frog tasted everything on her plate and seemed to enjoy the meal very much, but the princess hardly ate anything at all. When the meal was over, the frog said, "Now I am tired. Please take me to your room and let me sleep in your little golden bed." The princess scowled. "No, I won't." Then she caught her father's eye and she sighed loudly. "Very well," she said in a small voice. Come with me." Then the princess picked up the wet, nasty frog and climbed slowly up the stairs to her room. She set the frog down in the corner and climbed into bed. Soon the frog hopped over to her. "I'm tired," he croaked, "and I want to sleep in a comfortable bed just like you." The princess put her pillow over her head so she wouldn't have to listen. "If you don't lift me up onto the bed right now," said the frog, "I'll go and tell your father." The princess sighed and pushed aside the pillow. She picked up the frog in her fingers and placed him on her pillow. And there, the frog slept all that night. Ew, gross. As soon as the sun rose, the frog woke. Then when he hopped out of the princess's bedroom and down the stairs and through the palace door, he did not come back all day, which was a relief to the princess. When dinner time came, she looked around anxiously for the frog, but he was nowhere to be seen. "Thank goodness," thought the princess. "I won't be troubled by that ugly, nasty frog anymore." But that night, as the princess was about to go to sleep, there was a knocking at her door. She opened it, and there was the frog. The princess was not pleased, but she picked up the frog and laid him on her pillow without another word, and there he slept all night long. The next morning the frog left. "Good," thought the princess. "I only hope I never set eyes on that dreadful frog again." But secretly, she did not hate the frog nearly as much as she had at first. Indeed, she almost felt sorry for the creature. The frog did not appear all that day, nor did he show up at the dinner table. But that night, just as the princess was about to climb into bed, the frog knocked at her door. She picked him up and laid him on her pillow, and he fell asleep there. The next morning, when the princess opened her eyes, the frog was nowhere to be seen. Instead, to her astonishment, a handsome prince was standing at the foot of her bed and looking at her with a charming smile, breaking and entering. "Who are you?" the princess asked, looking around in bewilderment. "And where is the frog?" "I am the frog," the prince replied. The prince then told the princess that a wicked witch had put a spell on him, changed him into an ugly frog. She had sworn that he would remain in this form forever unless the princess took him from the well and let him sleep on her pillow for 3 nights. "You've broken the witch's cruel spell," the prince said, "and now I wish to marry you and take you with me to my kingdom." "You've done me a great service, and now I'd like to have you. I'd like to take you. Thank you? That's my form of thank you. You're mine." You're now mine. I promise that I will always love you. Marry me, and I will do all I can to make you happy. Nice. The princess smiled and gave the prince her hand. Very well, she said. I will marry you, my frog prince. You just met. Also, what happened to your ball? Do you not miss your ball? When the happy couple told, like, I don't know. I hope that ball becomes her wedding ring. A shackle. When the happy couple told the princess's father what had happened, the king was overjoyed and ordered their marriage to be celebrated that very day. Shit moves fast. Does no one have to come? Does no one have relatives in any other kingdom that has to travel? Really? Alright. Afterward, the princess and her frog prince set out for his kingdom. As he had promised, the frog prince always loved his princess and treated her kindly, and the two of them lived happily ever after in the frog kingdom, which is now Atlantis. They live in Atlantis. It would be very funny if he got her to the back to the well, and she's like, "What's this?" And he pushed her in. He's like, "Welcome to my kingdom." And he rides off. Elaborate prank. Very fun. I don't know. It's better than having to kiss the frog, I guess. You know, it's just a wee little sleepover. It's nothing weird. Listen. I like the witch who's like, I don't want to make him do anything weird, okay? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like strange, but I'm not gonna like force a princess to kiss you. You know, I'm not gonna turn you into. You're not gonna have to get like You're not gonna get me too'd over getting back to yourself. You just gotta break and enter. You just gotta like have someone allow you to sleep in their bed. I mean, it's implied. But it's not bad. It's not the worst. It's not the worst kids book. The Frog Prince. So that's on bookstores, probably all over the country by now. Yeah, coming out on DVD soon, probably. Is there a movie about the Frog Prince yet? I don't think so. I can't think of a Disney movie that's the Frog Prince. Would I watch it? I mean, yeah, probably. Mostly you see, like, yeah. Do they go with the classic kiss? Do they go with, you have to sleep over for 3 nights? Do they, yeah, I don't know. Do they change up the roles? Is it, could they be gay lovers? Who knows? Do they like, yeah, I guess my question would be, would Disney do like a modern day adaptation? Or would they go like classic, like Kingdom shit? Because I would like to see like the Romeo and Juliet with Leo adaptation of the Frog Princess. The Frog Prince. Yeah, which is the Frog Princess, you know? But the dude's already got like a bunch of girls on the side. He's like, I don't really need this frog coming around. But then like that frog becomes like the one that has the best personality and the one that he like actually clicks with, and he's like, oh shit, oh man, I just been dating all these hot princesses, but like, yo, this frog's where it's at. Yeah, just a thought. I'll probably pitch it to Disney soon. Alright, buddy. Hope you enjoyed the Frog Prince. Love you. Hope you sleep well. Good night.